didn't mean hearts too bruised to stay serene. But even as we closed the door, something lingered, something more. And time, it took what it could steal, but never touched the way we feel. We lost so much along the track, but look at all we carry back. The laughter buried deep in dust, the quiet kind of wordless trust. We changed, we broke, returned to black, but love survived in what we carried back. I found your picture in a box, it still could break the hardest locks. 1,000 miles, a million days, and still I find you in the haze. So here we are with open hands, no master plan, just second chance. We lost so much to track, but look at all we carried back. The loss of her we carried back. We lost of her back. We lost the fire, we lost the map, but look at all we carried back. The laughter buried deep in dust, the quiet kind of wordless trust. We changed, we broke, we turned to black, but love survived to what we carried back. I found your picture in a box, it still could break the hardest locks. 1,000 miles, a million days, deep in dust. Quiet kind of wondrous trust. We changed, we broke, we turned it black. But we'll begin with what we carry back. It wasn't perfect, wasn't clean, but real love lives in what's unseen. In every tear we didn't cry, in every soft forgiven sigh. We lost the past, and that's okay. It made us strong in its own way. We're not the same, thank God for that, 'cause now we know just where we're at. And maybe life won't cut us slack, but we'll be fine with what we carry back. What we carry back. You walked in life, the years were kind, like time had paused what we left behind. No need for sorry, no need to say, the silence knew what words can't wait. And I couldn't breathe, but I didn't run. You looked at me like we'd just begun, like we never fell apart, like the scars just made new art. All the pain just led us here to something stronger, something clear. We stood there under brand new stars, like we never fell apart. Like we never fell apart. Ooh. I remembered every line you spoke, even the ones that almost broke. But now they sound like something true, like shattered glass turned into truth. You reached for me, no fear, no shame, and I was never quite the same. Like we never fell apart, like the distance never scarred, Like the time just held our place and brought us back in quiet grace. You smiled and healed my fractured heart. Like we never fell apart. Maybe love just hibernates, waits for us beyond the gates. And when we're ready, it returns, not as it was, but as it learns. Like we never fell apart, though we both had brand new starts. We came back not to erase, but to rebuild in a better place. Now every ending feels like art, 'cause we loved again, like we never fell apart. Maybe love just hibernates, waits for us beyond the gates. And when we're ready, it returns, not as it was, but as it learns. Like we never fell apart.
Sound of you, buried in years we both outgrew. But then your voice broke through the noise and woke the part I once destroyed. You smiled like nothing had decayed, like we were still the love we made. After all this time we're still standing here, with older hearts but no more fear. We crossed the storms, we paid the cost, and somehow never truly lost. I don't know how, I don't know why, but we found each other after all this time. Danced around the words unsaid, but in your eyes I read what bled. The things we broke, the things we kept, the promises that never slept. And though the world kept pulling wide, somehow we stayed on parallel sides. After all this time we're still aligned, like constellations we left behind. We changed, we built, we let things die, but love stayed burning deep and dry. You never really left my sky, not after all this time. Maybe we needed the space to grow, to lose ourselves, to truly know that nothing real is ever gone. It just waits and carries on. After all this time we've come back home, no longer lost, no longer feel alone. I see you now with clearer eyes, not chasing dreams, just sharing skies. It wasn't luck, it wasn't a sign, it was always you. After all this time, after all this time, after all this time. we used to roam. Familiar places no longer home. The laughter's gone, but still I see the shadows of what used to be. But I saw you in the rain, and every memory came again. We stood where we once belonged. Not right, not wrong, just holding on. The past behind, the ache still near, but suddenly you're standing here. And though the time has moved along, we met again where we once belonged. Your smile was weary just like mine. We've both been shaped by years and time. But in your eyes a spark remained, a quiet hope that still sustained. No need to say we got it wrong. Somehow we both grew strong. We stood where we once belonged. The silence deep, the feeling strong. You took my hand, I said no word, but in that moment both hearts stirred. And though the roads have all grown long, we found our way where we once belonged. Not to relive the days we knew, but to create a view brand new. Not who we were, but who we are, still drawn together by old stars. And now we stand where we once belonged, still unsure, but not alone for long. The right new voices on all ground, every crack of truth is found. And maybe this was fate all along, to come full circle where we once belonged. There was a time your name was loud, now it just lingers in the crowd. We left each other lost in pride, but ghosts don't rest when hearts still hide. I heard you laugh down empty halls, and I remembered how it felt to fall. Between the echoes I heard your soul calling through cracks we couldn't control. We said goodbye but never let go, and somehow found our way back slow. We didn't plan, we didn't know, but we met again between the echoes. We spoke like rain on broken glass, careful not to stir the past. But silence made a sacred place for second chances, face to face. No blame, no war, no need to win, just quiet steps to where we've been. Between the echoes I heard your soul calling through cracks we couldn't control. We said goodbye but never let go, and somehow found our between the echoes. We spoke like rain on broken glass,
careful not to stir the past, but silence made a sacred place for second chances face to face. No blame, no war, no need to win, just quiet steps towards where we've been. Between the echoes our voices rose, not like before. This time they chose to sing with cracks, to hum with grace, to turn regret into embrace. No need for loud, no need to show we're here again. Between the echoes, we still remain. Not quite the same, but not in vain. We speak in pauses, walk with care, but something real is growing there. No need to rush, no need to know, just breathe again. Between the echoes. The dust still damps where you once stood. We walked away, thought we both should, but distance didn't kill the flame, it only burned us just the same. We tried to leave it in the past, but some goodbyes were never meant to last. In the wake of goodbye we found something true, not the same love but something new. We broke to breathe, we hurt to heal, now every wound begins to feel like it led us here beneath the sky, right back to you. In the wake of goodbye, I saw you smile through fragile glass, still the same heart, just grown at last. We lost ourselves to find the core of who we are and something more. You said some words I didn't expect, soft apologies, quiet respect. In the wake of goodbye we found something true, not the same love but something new. We broke to breathe, we hurt to heal, now every wound begins to feel like it led us here beneath the sky, right back to you. In the wake of goodbye, I saw you smile through fragile glass, still the same heart, just grown at last. We lost ourselves to find the core of who we are and something more. You said some words I didn't expect, soft apologies, quiet respect. In the wake of goodbye we learned to bend and saw the truth we missed back then. The silence taught what shouting missed. The pain was sharp but gave us this. Not starting over, just asking why. We found each other. In the wake of goodbye we found something true, not the same love but something new. We broke to breathe, we hurt to heal, now every wound begins to feel like it led us here beneath the sky, right back to you. I saw you smile through fragile glass, still the same heart, just grown at last. We lost ourselves to find the core of who we are and something more. Said goodbye and let love die, but it came back in the wake of goodbye. We walked the fire, we walked away. Thought we were done, thought we would fade. But somewhere in the quiet night, I still felt your name burning bright. Time doesn't heal if hearts don't try, but maybe love refused to die. So here we stand beneath the dust, after the fall, after the rest. You look at me and I feel the trust. Maybe we've earned another chance at us. No promises, no perfect plan, just open hearts and steady hands. The past still lingers like a song. Maybe pain was never wrong. We had to lose to understand what it means to love again. We're not the same, and that's okay. We've grown in all the hardest ways. So here we are, just flesh and bone, but no longer lost, no longer alone. We've bled, we've cried, we felt the dust. Now we're ready for another chance at us. We won't repeat the roads we knew. We'll build a path that feels brand new. Love isn't always fast or fair, but real love shows up even scared. And here we are, still standing here. So take my hand, don't rush, don't run. We'll face the dark, we'll chase the sun. We broke apart, but not because we weren't meant for another chance at us. So let's begin with notes we knew. No looking back, just me and you. The past still lingers like a song, but maybe pain was never wrong. We're not the same, but that's okay. We've grown in all the hardest ways. We had to lose to understand what it means to love again. We're not the same, and that's okay. We've grown in all the hardest way. Love isn't always fast or fair, and no longer love shows up even scared. And here we are, we felt the dust. Now we're ready for another chance at us. Now we're ready for another chance at us. We didn't speak when we first met again, just stood there in the falling rain. No questions asked, no reasons why, just echoes dancing in your eyes. So much was broken, so much was lost, but in that stillness we defied the cost. We were reunited in silence. No need for words, no more violence. Our hearts remember what we forgot, what time it tangled, love had not. The world was loud, the pain immense, but we came back, reunited in silence. The past still lingers, but not like before. It's just a shadow, not a war. You reached for me without a sound, and somehow that was safe and sound. There's peace in what we didn't say, and healing in the quiet way. We were reunited in silence, two hearts mending in defiance. No grand speeches, no dramatic lines, just breathe in space and soften signs. The noise is gone, the war relents, and we stand here, reunited in silence. Maybe love doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers all the doubt, then holds your hand and never lets go, even when the tears still flow. We were reunited in silence, and in that hush we found our guidance. No promises, no vows to keep, just two souls waking from their sleep. No fanfare, just pure presence, and in the quiet we were reunited in silence. There was a time we couldn't speak. We built our walls, grew cold and weak. But now I see you standing near, and somehow everything feels clear. And no need for answers, and no need to say why we both walked away. The space between us closed tonight. With every breath we made it right. The years we lost now feel so small, when silence breaks and curtains fall. No more echoes, no more ghosts, just you and me. The space between us closed. Still feels like something home, like words I knew but never owned. We held our hurt, we played our part, but time was kind to both our hearts. So here we are, not who we were, maybe something even surer. Us close tonight, no more shadows left to fight. What we thought was overgrown was waiting just to be regrown. No more fear of getting close, the space between us closed. Drifting now, we're drawn back to where we both belong. Not perfect, not the same, but stronger than the pain. The space between us closed for good. We did what no one thought we could. We reached across the broken lines and found a love that still aligns. So take my hand, let's make a toast to what we found when the space between us closed. holding us close. We were drifting, now we're drawn back to where we both belong. Not perfect, not the same, but stronger than the pain. We walked away in separate lines, chasing dreams in different skies. You had your fire, I had my fall, but time remembers after all. We were strangers once, then lovers, now we're something in between. Fate has ways of spinning stories, even broken ones still sing. When paths cross again, hearts might bend, but maybe this time we don't pretend. The miles we took, the nights alone, led us right back to the unknown. Not the end, not where we ran, just a new start when paths cross again. You smiled like time had healed it all, but I could feel the weight behind the wall. We talk like years with just a breath. The light of love survived its quiet death. No fireworks, no grand return, just a lesson we had to learn. Paths cross again, eyes might lie, but souls remember reasons why. We broke to grow, we walked through flame, yet still return to where we came. Not as we were, but stronger than, back together when paths cross again. When paths cross again. We don't have to fix what broke, we don't need the words we never spoke. Just walk beside me for a while, even silence feels worthwhile. When paths cross again, let's not run, let's face the shadow and the sun. You're not the same and neither am I, but maybe that's the reason why we find each other now and then, like it was fate when paths cross again.